So, Bryan, I really love the role of Jerry because he's such a selfless guy and he's so funny, but he's kind of an odd duck. So, talk about what drew you to this role.
At many different levels. First of all, that we were coming out of COVID and everyone feeling restricted and being sequestered in our lives, and society was kind of feeling tight. And I wanted to open that up. I wanted to feel better. I wanted to feel more free, and I think this movie does that. It was my first film after the lockdowns and things. And so I
Mhm.
just wanted to feel a sense of community in making it, and also in the story itself. And this Jerry and Marge really did it for us.
Yeah. Well, and Jerry and Marge have such an incredible relationship. They're really for each other. And I don't think you see that a lot on the big screen. So, talk about why it's so important for us to see the preciousness and the work that goes into marriage.
Well, in this case, it was enjoyable to play a happily married couple. And we went to visit Jerry and Marge, and they're great people. They live in Everett, Michigan. They've been married their whole lives since high school, raised six kids, and they're really fabulous people, and they're honest people. And the fact that Jerry figured out the flaw in the lottery, it's important to remember that they didn't cheat. It wasn't like they had a scam going. They figured out a flaw and kind of ended up getting their kids involved, their grandkids, and neighbors and friends. If they wanted to contribute money, Jerry pooled the money, and then they would drive to Massachusetts over a 10-year period every 3 weeks or so and buy all these tickets and sit in a hotel room and count them together and then get the check and then share it with everybody. So it did end up, I mean, they had a lot of fun. But I mean,
Mhm.
I'm sure like any married couple, they've been through a lot. They raised six kids, but they were a team for sure. And they both have a real twinkle for each other. It's very sweet. I love that because, of course, most of the time we're playing very dysfunctional people. Generally speaking, certainly you have, and I have as well. People who often stories, in order to have a good story, that's what you need. You need a lot of dramatic conflict. But in this case, we got to do, I mean, I just love that about doing the film, that it's really about a healthy relationship, good, honest people who happen to get onto this thing and make a lot of money. Didn't change them, didn't really change their lives or the way they live their lives. They're wonderful people.
Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah, Bryan, you do play some dysfunctional characters. You really do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
Yeah, like what does she
What?
mean?
I don't
That's
know.
weird. I don't know.
It is, I'm attracted to complex people. I mean, and people trying to figure things out.
For sure.
And if everyone is functions very well, it doesn't make for a very good story. We want to see people overcoming their shortcomings. We want to see people achieving something that they even didn't feel they could themselves, and such. So yeah, I do like that. And Jerry was a different thing. It was a different feeling to take on this character because it didn't have a lot of internal conflict. We kind of took the artistic liberty to suggest that he might be a little socially ungraceful,
Mhm.
and that he's never been comfortable in figuring out people. He's good with math, but and that kind of helped and worked toward the overall foundation of the film. But in real life, Jerry is actually a fun-loving kind of guy. He's gregarious, and he'll talk all day long.
Do you think we're going to see more films like this come out of Hollywood? Because, man, I know I'm craving movies like this, and I know the rest of the country is too.
That I couldn't tell you. I also love dark material as well. So I'm drawn to all kinds of different uh, sorts of stories. Narrative is how we sort of understand ourselves, and I love that about what I got to do. I feel very lucky. So to find something that is a feel-good story that is based on something true, that was just for me a real delight. I feel really lucky. My parents can watch this movie.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, no, it was a real privilege to get to do that.